All right, so my top 5 tips on closing more clients, helping more people, and making a bigger dent. Number 1 is to take the lead. From the get-go, from the first phone call and first time they step inside the facility, then we take the lead. And from here on in, when I say step inside the facility, if you're doing phone sales, just call that the first 5 seconds. For the majority of people listening, it's going to be a face-to-face meeting, but this also applies to phone sales as well, okay? Or Skype or Zoom, whatever you're doing. So we want to take the lead from the first thing. Now, this doesn't mean we have to be some Donald Trump over the top power handshake. It just means we take the lead. We're calm, we're confident, we shake their hand, we greet them properly, and we make good eye contact. It's funny I have to teach that, but no one else is teaching this stuff, right? So early eye contact, strong lead, and by taking the lead, we say something like, "Hey Sally, it's great to meet you. Take a seat, we'll have a quick chat, and I'll explain what we're going to do today." It's that simple, okay? So in the first 10 seconds, we take the lead. Some people teach this as build rapport. The problem with that, I feel people get lost on rapport and they think they have to have a 10-minute chat about sport and about politics and about golf and about their grandkids, right? That's not what rapport is. If you're really sharp at this, you can build great rapport in 5 seconds. Okay, so don't think you have to allocate 10 minutes to small talk to build the relationship. That's a lot of bollocks. Number 2 is to set the agenda. So then you say, okay, Sally, here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to ask a bunch of questions. Fill out this health questionnaire. It might even feel like a bit of a friendly interrogation, but my goal is to know as much as I can about you and your health. Then we'll work out a bit of a clear plan on how you can achieve your goals. And then at the end, if we're a good fit, I'll let you know about how our programs work. And if you're not a good fit, I'll politely point you in the right direction and you can keep the plan we work on anyway. Is that cool, Sally? And I'll say yes. Here is one of the biggest things you can do around sales is assess, don't impress. For the girls watching, you've all know the guy who's recently single and he walks into a bar or a nightclub and he's trying to impress everyone and he's just desperate and he just reeks of desperation. Yeah, don't be that guy or girl, okay? So here's what I mean. If you ever watch the show with this guy, Simon Cowell, what does he do? He sits on stage and if you're a good fit, he says, yes, come with me, we're going to Hollywood. Your career is in pretty good hands. If he says no, then it's like, no, whatever. Sorry, go back home, come back on the show next year. So what does that mean for us? What is Pete talking about? So instead of us trying to impress them, we want to think that, you know what, I'm the prize here. I've got an amazing program that's going to change their life. I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I'm seeing if they're a good fit. And I'm totally okay with saying, Sally, I don't think we're a good fit. Why don't you go and see this person? They'll be better equipped to deal with you. When you take the pressure off, I must sign this person, I'm going to impress them and tell them how great I am and how good my clean and snatch is and how many certificates I have and how many bodybuilding titles I've won, they don't care. They're not impressed by that. So instead, if we can be from a place of let's try to assess this person to see if they are a good fit, ask lots of questions, be calm, I'm not trying to push anything. The only agenda I have is asking questions, diagnosing their problems, and then if they're a good fit, maybe you're prescribing something, but I'm not trying to impress them with how great I am. In fact, it's not even about me. It's not even about me. Self-esteem and sales success are linked so tightly because if my self-esteem is low, I'm only thinking about myself. What's he think of me? Is he impressed by me? How can I impress this person? If I can just put myself in their shoes and have empathy, I'm not trying to impress them at all. I'm trying to assess where they're at and to assess if they're a good fit for my tribe, my culture, my boot camp, my retreat, okay? Number 4, give fewer options. I love this one. This is the Chinese menu. Look at that, free canned soda with orders over $100. Yippee! But what I love about this is so many fit pros give this kind of option when people want to sign up with them. They go through a process, they get them excited, and when they go to present their prices, they literally show them 27 options. You can have my 3 bootcamp options, or you can go my group and bootcamp, Or you can go my hybrid, one-on-one plus bootcamp plus the bells and whistles. And a confused buyer never buys. Write that down. A confused buyer never buys. That's the first tweetable of today. So give fewer options. I'm going to show you the plan that gives 2 options only ever. 2 options only ever. Number 5, we're going to master objections. What I don't want to happen is you get to the end, it's a no from them, and you look back and you think, you know what, I could have said this or I could have said that. Now, you won't get all objections across the line, but if we can get another 2 out of 10 across the line from getting better at objections, it's a pretty good win, yeah, at the end of the year. And I know I said top 5 tips, but I've got a bonus number 6, and that's to track your numbers. I've seen 7-figure gyms, 7-figure personal training facilities have the most simple tracking form for their sales. And I'm going to share what that is in a moment. When I got my gym to, direct debit was really high. I was like $22,000 per week on direct debit. We did it by the most simple tracking system I've ever seen. It was so basic. Like, it's on Microsoft Excel. It's not even like on MindBody or anything fancy. It's not even an app. It's like old school. It could be a clipboard or it could be Microsoft Excel. Okay. So we've got those 6 tips so far. Now, let's get our hands dirty. If you could please download the handout. When you've got that ready, just write done.